You know, the harsh truth about helping weak people is that you can never actually help a truly weak person who doesn't even acknowledge that they're weak. That's what I've realized because my entire life, I've actually been very weak for a majority of my life. I've been a weak man in terms of how I move, how I operate, how I see the world, how I try to excel. And through my talents, I've been able to excel earlier on in life in a certain way, but never to a level where it was superior. And I fell into the weak mind mentality or the weak mentality, right? Which I think a lot of men these days and a lot of people in general are weak. Like they don't necessarily want to be strong either. If anything, we have this thing, and Nietzsche calls it slave morality versus master morality. And so to understand the difference, if you've ever read Nietzsche, you understand what I'm saying. Master morality is all about strength, pride. It's all about excellence. It's all about meritocracy. And when you have slave morality, it's all about being humble. It's all about not being too boastful. It's all about staying in your own little thing and not really making too much noise. It's about obedience, obeying the system, obeying how people feel. And you see that there are these two different types of moralities that are playing out where one side tends to win a lot in life because you have to understand the game of life will always remain how it is. You're not going to change the way that life is created. I know a lot of people want to be superheroes and they want to just change the world. And you cannot change how life has been set up to where the true winners are the people who do have more pride in themselves. Maybe they're not cocky, which means they have to boast about it out loud, but they have immense internal pride in themselves to be able to accomplish certain things in life. And then you have people who have the slave morality where they constantly have to feel like they have to pull everybody down to their level to feel better because they feel almost helpless. They feel like they can't change their situation. And we see this a lot, especially on the internet, because obviously the internet's blowing up. You know, everybody's looking at other people making money. Everybody's looking at this, the way this person's making money. Oh, this 18-year-old just made money. And they demonize them. They're like, oh, they're scamming. Or, oh, no, that's fake. That's not real. And it's like, oh, this 19-year-old bought a Lamborghini. There's no way that that's real. It is real. And they did it. I don't know if they scammed or not. But what I do know is they did it. And I've met some of these guys, and they actually have succeeded in the business models that they say. And I see a lot on the internet of people just hating on them and pulling them down because they can't fathom how somebody that young or anybody at all can make money the way that these people are making money. It's the same with physique, the physique world, right? Where it's like you build your body and everyone's now calling you arrogant. Everybody's calling you somebody who just isn't humble, or somebody who isn't somebody who care, like you're so vain. All you care about is aesthetics and all you care about is yourself. You're so narcissistic. And all of these little weak people have these names ready to fire at you because they can't fathom how they could even get to your level. They can't even believe that you got to your level. And the problem is a lot of strong people will fold and they'll start to become weak because they're around weaker people who are basically shooting them down for getting beyond the average, for actually surpassing the masses in some way, shape, or form, in some area, in some domain of life. And I felt that a lot of times when I felt like I was breaking out, when I felt like I was hitting escape velocity, I would have people pulling me down, telling me, hey, stay where you're at. Oh, you're making videos now. Like, who do you think you are? And it's all of these slave morality people who have to make you feel so bad about yourself, who have to shame you so bad so that way you can get back on their level so they can feel good about themselves. The whole reason why it's called slave morality is because they weaponize the word morality and turn you into a slave by believing their new set of rules. You see, weak people are very dangerous because all they do is they flip the rules in a way that favors them. They try to change the rules of reality of why things are actually better than they are. Why is this person succeeding? Why is this person worth $100 million? Why is it? They demonize Jeff Bezos. Oh, Jeff Bezos is evil. He's wrong. How is Jeff Bezos evil and wrong? Because he built a company that is serving millions, if not hundreds of millions of people. And I will have the slave morality type people in the comments say, oh, well, he's not paying his employees very well. He's not paying. And it's like, do you understand that one, Jeff Bezos is not within his company anymore? The company's publicly traded. He cannot control the company like that anymore. There are other stakeholders that make those decisions. Can you also understand that people are paid for the value that they provide within a company? And the person who takes the biggest risk gets paid the most money? But people with the slave mentality will always try to shame somebody who's made it because they can't fathom that that person actually got out. And secretly they want it, but they don't know how. And the only way that they can soothe their mind that they're fighting these internal battles is by just pulling somebody else down with their own set of moral compasses. That's the only way they can do it. And you see that with like getting jacked too. You always see like people will literally try to shame you. You post a shirtless picture because you like how you look and you're trying to inspire other people and you want to get people better. And you get people literally shaming you for doing that, shaming you for taking care of your health. Oh, why aren't you eating that? Oh, you think you're better than us? Yes, I do. I believe I'm better than you. Absolutely. Now, as somebody who's strong, because I believe you that's watching this video and if you've watched a lot of my videos and you've stuck around, you haven't unsubscribed. I've had people who've unsubscribed and I'm happy because I don't want those people around. But if you've stuck around, you're strong. And you have to understand that when weak people try to tell you how to live your life, try to tell you what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing, you should look at them and say, fuck you, I'm going to do what I want to do. And I'm going to keep improving. That's how you have to do it. You don't have to say it out loud, but in your mind, you have to cast out all of the slave morality that's being thrown at you consistently to knock you off base of where you want to go. That's what you have to do because it's only going to get worse as the world gets harder, as money becomes harder to find. Because here's the thing, it's outdated systems, right? Everyone's moving on an outdated software model. So they're all doing the same things that probably worked 20, 30 years ago when inflation wasn't as rampant. And they're not switching over to the digital economy because it's scammy. No, it's not. You just don't understand. You don't understand how you can create value without having to walk into an office every day. That's the only difference. That's the only difference. But they have to make you feel bad about what you're doing because that's the only way they can justify being a loser. That's it. And again, I'm not calling you a loser because you're not. I'm calling the people who do this type of stuff losers because they will always lose in life. And they will always look for some helping hand, some assistance from somebody to get them out of the hellhole that they're in. I'm telling you, I used to be in this group of people. I believed in the Black Lives Matter bullshit. I believe that shit. It's all victim mentality. All they're doing is they're flipping a set of moral rules and they're trying to make somebody feel bad or make people feel bad about them, where it's like, bro, you have so much information on your hands. You have so many things that you can do with your life. I'm an African American. I've made it out. I've been able to succeed in life beyond what I ever thought was possible because I decided to take my life in my own hands and do the shit that actually fucking works. I didn't sit there and fucking complain, oh, reparations, I need this and I need that. Reparations where? That's slave mentality. That's slave morality. Oh, I deserve that. Why do you deserve that? Oh, because your ancestors will probably whip you right now because you're not taking advantage of everything that they didn't have. They didn't have the technology that you have right now. You have a phone that can be making you money. You have a gym that you can go train at. You have food, you have resources. But you have government assistance if you need it. But you're still fucking complaining. Not you. Not you. But you get the point. It's those types of people, radical leftists. I dislike all of them because they're all victim mentality type people. They're all slave morality. They all want you to feel pity about situations in life and they don't want you to excel. And when you do start to excel, when you do start to speak up, when you do start to say the truth, they hate it because it hurts. The truth hurts. I don't care who it is. If someone told me the truth, I would accept it, but it would still hurt. And I tell myself the truth all the time because that's the only thing that will get you better. That's the only thing that will ground you in reality to improve. That's it. All of the slave morality, all the weak-minded people that walk around, that look for excuses, that try to pull people down, they're only doing that because that's the only defense mechanism they can have for mediocrity. That's it. That's the only defense mechanism. I'll give you another example of literal, like within this last few weeks, Ashton Hall. I know you've seen Ashton Hall. Ashton Hall does the morning routine stuff, right? I've been following him for a little while now. And when he went viral and when I saw the videos blow up, I was very happy for him. I was truly happy. Because I saw through the matrix. I saw through the system. I understood what he was doing. I understood the strategy, right? But you see so many other people hating on him and say, oh, what kind of morning routine is that? Like, that takes forever. Why would you ever film something like that? You're so bad. You're such an evil person. Why are you fooling people into thinking that this is the best morning routine that you could be doing? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Why do you live in a $17,000 a month apartment or condo? Why are you getting evicted? Throwing rocks at somebody who's clearly lapping every human being on social media right now. The winners will always look at him and say, well played. The losers will look at him and say, oh, he's narcissistic. Oh, he's stupid. Oh, why is he doing that? That's so irrelevant. That's so extra. I don't do that. I just sit behind the screen and comment under the comments like, oh, like this is horrible. Why are you doing this? Those are the people who throw rocks. The people who can't take action on their own lives. They can't go viral. They can't make a sensation. They can't literally rise a stock up by 33% with a video. Do you know how great that is? That's a level of greatness that people don't understand. And I applaud him for that. I'm not hating on him. Am I at that level? No. But I'm not trying to pull him down to my level by hating on him. No, I'm going to applaud. Well played, bro. Well played. That's how you do it. But when you start to help weak people, you start to get dragged down with them because they don't want to be helped. Here's what you have to understand. A majority of weak people in the world right now do not want to be helped. They don't. They want to be coddled. They want to make it seem like they want you to make them feel good about their mishappenings, their shortcomings. That's what they want. And the minute you bend to their will, they have you on their finger and they twirl you around and they fuck with your mind to the point where you think everything you're doing is wrong and you become a meek, spineless worm. And what do we do with weak, spineless worms? We step on them. That's what you become. But again, you have to realize this. This is the harsh truth about helping weak people. The truth is you cannot help them unless they ask to be helped. And most of the time, they're too arrogant to even ask for help. Even for myself right now, I know if I need help in something, I will ask for help. I will ask for help. If I'm not good at something and I see someone doing better than me, I will ask how they did it. I will ask for help. But there's a majority of people, rather than asking for help, rather than seeking answers, seeking the truth, they would rather sit in their mediocrity lies and really just try to make themselves feel better about themselves. Like, oh, woe is me. I'm noble. Well, I took the high ground. I didn't participate in this stupid social media thing. Newsflash, all of the major corporations that are worth hundreds of billions of dollars are still playing the game that you are ridiculing. They just started playing the game. Billionaires that weren't behind, because you know how slave morality goes. You know what they do? They try to compare a person who starts to win to somebody who's far surpassed them just to make them feel like they're insignificant and they can never get there. So for example, when I was making videos about getting jacked, people would be like, well, Elon Musk isn't jacked. Newsflash, dumbass. Elon Musk is not, but he's less than 1% IQ level that nobody can touch. And you want to compare a person who's trying to motivate you to get in shape with Elon Musk because you can't fathom yourself getting your fat ass off of the couch and going to the gym and training and eating healthy and finally getting in shape. You can't fathom it. So what you have to do, you have to pull somebody else down, trying to put an uplifting message out to be able to make it happen. And it's like, come on, bro. And I already know the comments. Oh, he's mad. Why are you so mad, bro? See, that's weak mentality. That's slave morality. When I'm speaking passionately about something, it's because I know it's true. I know what's going through those types of people's minds because I was those people. I was ridiculing winners whenever I saw somebody win at something. It's not even worth doing. Bro, he's just full of himself. He's just whatever. It's whatever. Like, I'm good where I'm at. I don't need to worry about that. That's how I was. Weak slave. trying to be moral, trying to have the higher moral ground, trying to basically level the playing field with moral bullshit, moral vomit that makes zero sense. You should compete. You should become stronger. You should become richer. You should want to have the best woman. You should want all of these things. But again, society is going to trick your fucking brain to make you believe that none of that matters. When in your heart of hearts, you know you care about that shit. You know you care about status. You know you care about that stuff. I don't care if it seems like it's vain. If somebody came and told me my biggest motivation for starting a business is because I want a Lamborghini, I would say, bro, great, go get the Lamborghini. That's not my moral compass. I don't care, but I can appreciate somebody who actually has something that they're striving towards. I don't care what it is. If somebody wants to get in shape because he wants to get as many women as possible, great, do that. If that's going to get you in shape, if that's going to get you to the end goal, great. That's master morality. Because you understand that excellence is all that matters. I don't care what carrot you dangle in front of you. I don't care what you love the most. But if it's going to make you become excellent, become a better person, I'm going to co-sign that. But the person who's the slave mentality, the slave morality, they're going to say, oh, he's so materialistic. He wants a Ferrari. I have a Toyota Camry and I'm so happy with my life. Sure, if I handed you Lamborghini keys right now, Mr. Slave, Mr. Billy, if I gave you a Lamborghini, you would jump for joy. Oh my God, I got a Lamborghini, guys. I'm going to tell my parents. I'm going to take pictures. You would do that. But you're afraid to go after what you want because you just don't believe you can do it. I'm speaking to the slaves. I'm not speaking to you. I'm just giving you an example. But you understand, it's very, very simple life. You strive for excellence. You go as hard as you can. You make mistakes. You get back up. You try it again. You never accept pity. You never accept feeling less than or having to diminish yourself to make somebody else feel better. People can sit and call me arrogant. That's fine. If that's the coping mechanism, fine. But I'm telling you right now, the people who understand my mentality, they win. They win. My mentality is very different. And a lot of people who are stronger have that mentality. It's literally a very just straightforward mentality. Win. Always be winning. Always win. Always strive for more. This life is for you to strive for more. It's not meant for you to just relax and chill all the time. Yes, there is time to do that. But I always see mediocrity being celebrated. And I don't understand why mediocrity is being celebrated. I don't understand why being fat and being out of shape is celebrated. They put that shit on magazines. You see like plus size models and shit. Oh, accept your body for what it is. And that same person passes away the next year. And we think that's okay. They preach, oh yeah, government welfare. That same person, when that shit gets cut out, they're done. Again, I'm going to sound so mean, but it's just the reality. The truth fucking hurts, bro. The truth hurts more than anything. But it's the only thing that can set you free as a man is the truth. The truth about life, the truth about the position that you're in right now and what you need to do to get beyond that. What do you need to do? You need to build your physique, go for it. That's step one, that's the foundation. Next, okay, find a source of income, right? Next, figure out who you need to be around to be able to multiply that income by having a mastermind of people that are able to actually communicate with you and give you more insights. 4, scale, multiply your wealth, invest. That's it. Then you live a free life. Nobody can tell you anything. You become literally zero permission man. I'm going with that one. I like that one. You don't need permission to do anything. See, the weak person always needs permission. They always need, oh, I need to ask to make sure that I can do this. Or, oh, let me see what he thinks about this. Or let me see what she thinks about this to see if I can do that. See, the master morality, the person who is strong, does not need to seek permission. They don't. They just do it. And if it doesn't work, you pivot, you try something else. If it makes somebody feel bad, but it works for you, make it work. It works. And I don't mean being malicious to other people. I know people are going to twist my words here. I'm saying strive for excellence. Do what you need to do to succeed. And if other people feel like shit because you're doing better, that's their prerogative, not yours. Because you're here to win. You're not here to be just a regular person. What would be the point of existence if everyone's here to just be a regular person sitting on their ass, eating grapes and shit, and just painting Picasso pictures and just vibing out? What would this world be? You would not have the phone or the laptop that you have right now. I wouldn't have this camera. I wouldn't have this house. I wouldn't have any of this stuff. I wouldn't have it. We wouldn't have anything. And so I urge you, stop trying to help weak people that don't want to be helped. Stop being proactive. Help them when they come to you. And also, stay 10 toes down. Always do what you need to do to win. Do not give a fuck about what anybody thinks about you winning, because it does not matter. All that matters is that you win, you get what you want out of life, and you just give back once you're at the top. No, you're not Superman. You don't have a cape. You're not trying to grow. Imagine what most people are doing. I'm going to get on another rant. I need to stop. What most people do, they literally take a few boulders, right? And they try to walk up a mountain with boulders, and they couldn't even walk up the mountain without the boulders. So they can barely move, but they're trying so hard. That's what it looks like when you try to help every single person before you've helped yourself. That's what it looks like when you ask permission to do anything. You're trying to basically pull these boulders up, when in reality, you should be running up and then literally throwing a lifeline down and pulling once you're up, not carrying shit with you to make the process worse when you don't even know the path and how long and how arduous it will be. But I'm going to cap it at this, because I can keep going on this topic forever. But this is a dark truth about really helping weak people. It's not good. And I want to be the person who shines a light and makes men stronger and make you actually accomplish what you need to accomplish. All right. So I appreciate you. Links will be in the description if you want to tap in with me, whether it's a one-on-one call to talk more about your situation, what we can do to fix it, giving you actionable steps, whether it's actually joining my mentorship / brotherhood that I have. Link will be in the description there as well. You can apply. All of that will be in there. If you watched this far, I want you to join and be a part of it. So I appreciate you. I'm going to catch you on the next video.